Hello again, lovelies, and I did just do a video, but it was getting kind of long-winded as usual, so I popped that off, and I want to dedicate this stuff to its own video. Anyway, welcome to Mama G Gear. It's Mama G here. Rusty's at work, and thank you for all showing up and watching. I do appreciate the watch time. And thank you for the new subscribers that we've gotten. I really appreciate that. And of course, all my other Yarnalicious family, you know how I feel about you. Anyway, so this video, the other video, if you have seen it or haven't, it shows you a couple of the giveaway prizes that will be given for the auctions replay giveaway. And I did mention about that big monstrosity disaster of a cardigan that I made without measuring. I'm definitely going to try to measure. I'm definitely going to try. That's all I can say. To measure from now on. Probably not all items because I don't gauge. I don't like to count. Yada, yada, yada. So anyway, yesterday I started, no, actually the day before yesterday. I think it was. Whenever Crystal, our queen, Crystal from Bag O' Day, put out a new shawl tutorial. So I decided I'm going to try it, and I have 2 cakes of the Mandela, not the tweed stripe, but 2 cakes of regular Mandela, and it's pink and gray, white, very pretty color combo. I thought, well, let me try to put that together and follow her. And she said there's a 2-row repeat, so I can handle that, when it starts getting fancy schmancy. So I'm thinking, oh, no problem. So I did start, and then all right, let me first say, Crystal has, as you all well know, is so good at doing tutorials. She's easy to follow. She explains things. She goes slowly for you. Everything about her tutorials I absolutely love. I watch them. I don't always comment on them, Crystal, just in case you happen to be seeing this. But I do rewatch them because I can't remember. So you get a lot of watch time. And I also do clear my watch history, folks. Clear your watch history periodically. It doesn't affect a lot. It doesn't affect anything really, except for clearing stuff that you don't need to know anyway. And when you do that and you rewatch somebody's video after you clear your watch history, they get the watch hours, more watch hours for it. Okay, enough of that. So I started working on it, and then I looked at it. It's not even, and I was also doing other things at the time, so I wasn't just focused on that. So I had to frog it out, start it again. I'm looking at it again. I'm preoccupied, yada yada. Looked at it, I didn't get it to much bigger than like maybe this kind of a triangle. And again, was doing something wrong, ripped it back out, to a certain point, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, long and short of it is that I frogged it back 6 times. And this goes for several days. So a few days. So last night, I'm like, all right, I'm going to just sit, watch the tutorial, blind, block everybody else out, put the horse blinders on, and just follow what she's saying to do. And I'm doing it. Or though I thought. Okay, so the reason, it has nothing to do with her tutorial. She's amazing. It has to do with the fact that I've not been taking my medication, and therefore my brain is misfiring. So I was unable and becoming actually very frustrated with it. So I did tear it out, shoved all the yarn back into the cake, and said, I need something now simple and easy to do. So I went into the very messy craft supply room, which, by the way, I do need to organize, and I might need you guys' help on it. I can't even walk through it. It's like a scene from Hoarders again. Okay, so I did go in there. I have it in a plastic bag. So I like to leave things in plastic bags because I do have the animals. But I found, and I can't see if you could see what I'm showing you because of the major reflection on my end, but this is that Ogo, and I had purchased 4 of these actually to give to somebody. but because they love the jewel tones. So unfortunately, that somebody decided not to be my friend anymore, which is fine. And so I kept them. Anyway, I've never worked with this Ogo before, so I said, let me give it a shot. So I did I just finished this, a very simple little rug, if you will, out of the yarn. And I did it's the granny stitch, no biggins, and I did a single crochet around with just doing 2 single crochets and then skipping that middle, so I didn't do a lot. So I wanted to tighten it up a little bit on the corners. And this will either be a floor mat and cat rug, because they like to lay on my floor mats. So that's what that's going to be, or that's what that is, and it will be used for that. But I do have, this was just under, there's what's a little bit left here, hoping again you could see, because I can't see with the reflection, 2 more of them and a little bit left. So I will make another one, which will be a little bit bigger. So if I do choose to use these as floor mats, then I can put one like under my sink and one under, one at the stove. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So, and I'm really digging this jewel tones now that I'm seeing it more often and aware of it. So anyway, that's happening. That's one whip. Some of these I haven't seen, so it's kind of a surprise. All right, this is something I was working on. Again, because I don't have a pattern, I had to rip out and retry the around the neck part numerous times, and I think I finally got it. I feel confident enough that I've gone into I'm almost done with my second skein. This yarn is the Premier Parfait Flavors. It's a velour. I believe it's a 5-weight. Yeah, 5-weight, 100% polyester, 156 yards. Okay, this I was gifted from Marie. She gave me 6 of these. So I thought, I know I'm supposed to be doing cat rugs. I do have a lot of cat rugs. And I actually just gave a bag away of them, or donated a bag. Finished ones. Anyway, I just thought this yarn is so soft, and I do have one little person in my life that is just turned 4. So what I'm attempting to make, it's a 5-point poncho. Okay. And what I have here, am I in camera? I hope, because again, I can't see. But what I have here is armholes. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want this to go longer and longer. And then I will close these up with maybe a gray or a yellow or peach. Those are the colors that are in there with the white. And close these up a little bit so it fits more onto her arm. And then maybe do a little bit of a neckline. And then I'm also going to add a hood. And what I'm creating with this for my little Mara. Hi, Mara, if by chance you happen to be watching. I love you and happy birthday, big girl. I want to make this for Mara, but I want it to be long, so when she wants, she could wear it when she gets out of the tub or out of the pool. It'll have a hoodie, all that kind of stuff, and it'll be long enough for her if she wants to like snuggle on the couch watching TV, and or get out of the bathtub, whatever. And I want her to be able to put her hands out where it's still gonna to be able to go longer than that distance. But also, the best part about it, when Rusty was little, she used to judge all of her dresses by the pin, because she couldn't say spin, and she would spin around, and if it flared out, she'd wear it. If it didn't flare, she's not wearing it. So I'm gonna make this a flared out poncho for my little Mara in honor of Rusty, because it used to be such a kick out of her. Just a quick insert here, like you really care. But anyway, Rusty was primarily, she had a hearing issue to a point where she was almost completely deaf in one ear. and partially deaf in the other ear. So growing up during that time where she was developing her language skills, she didn't hear properly. So I worked in the school system at the time and talked to the speech pathologist, and she actually looked at Rusty, you know, saw Rusty, and she would be like, instead of world, it was world, you know, that kind of stuff. So what was happening is she was repeating how she heard things, which were very and blurred. But anyway, we cleared that up. She could hear, she can hear, she just has selective hearing. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so what else? Apparently, I was under the impression that I was doing this because I completely forgot. But apparently, I had a big, I'll hold the bag up. Again, I keep things in bags. I had this big Caron anniversary cake, jewel tones again, and I added some Red Heart yarns to it, and then even the Just yarn I got from Dory did it to this. And I'm making a blanket, and it looks like it's just all maybe a treble stitch. Would be nice to have written down what I'm doing, but yeah, and I'm just doing stripes, and this is going to be a big, oh, and there's the hook. I leave the hooks in. A big jewel tone colored blanket. I don't like to do blankets in the summer because it's just too darn hot, as you all know. So that's probably why it's in here, because it's like, oh my gosh, when you're doing a blanket, you have to have it on your lap, and you're melting. Like I'm melting right now because the sun is pretty darn strong, even though there's a breeze. So anyway, that's a blanket. I'm just working. Oh, somebody snuck away. What? I don't know what this is. I have no idea what I was attempting to make with that, but yeah. Well, I guess I'm just using that to pull out, to frog and use the yarns. Okay, let's get her out of the way, or him, whatever it is, or they. Okay, this is one. Now, you all seen the poncho, the beautiful, gorgeous poncho that's going up for bid. It's black, gray, orange. Dee had made it. And Dee and I have been kind of collabing on this, but since it's really not a now item, I'm going to save this for the, I'm going to save this more for the winter coming, or the fall. Anyway, I did start another one. Now it's you do, and then I added on the sides, and then I also put a little arm thing here to put your arm in, so your wrists will, you know, come out here, and it'll stay with you as you go. And then I have the fringe, which I haven't yet finished cutting the fringe. And I didn't put fringe on this part, so this is not done. This is still in the works. I will probably either do a hoodie, which I'll probably do a hoodie because I just like hoodies, but I might do a hoodie and a hat, okay, with that, because I have definitely enough yarn to do that. So that is something I will get back into working on, probably more so in the fall. That's why it's all in a tote. But I'm just noticing that everything I just showed you is jewel tones. So it's like a jewel tone, unbeknownst to me. Sorry for the crinkles. Unbeknownst to me, I guess I like jewel tones. All right, so where are we? We're 13 minutes in. I'm just debating if again, you know, because I never know how long I'm going to babble. So I'm debating whether or not do I go into the yarns, or should I make that a separate video, because that's showing you all the, that's going to be a little bit, because it shows you, I'm going to show you all the hanks, the yarns that I've dyed. And yeah, I think I will. We'll stop this here. Okay, if you're still here, I got to remember that I do these in these certain ones and write them down, because I don't have a good memory, as you know, so I have to remember to write it down. So if you're still here, I love you guys for being here, and always anything you watch, for as ever how long you do watch, it's, again, watch time, it's always appreciated. Thumbs up and subscribing, again, always very much appreciated. So if you're still here, I will drop this in May. put the word jewel tone. Well, that's actually technically 2 words, but whatever. Jewel tone. I don't do the word picker, so if you spell it wrong, don't worry about it. The random picker I do, I just pick the comment and pretty much, you know, whatever. But if you put the word or words, jewel tone in there, I'll pick a winner and I'll give you a ticket to go in the maze giveaway box, which I haven't put more stuff in there yet, but there'll be plenty of stuff, trust me. And literally, dudes, look, like I showed in the last video, there's not much. So as of this moment, there is a very good possibility and probability that you have a good probabilities on your wins. And don't play the stock market. I started the Stark market. It should be a Stark mock because it mocks everybody that's playing it. But the stock market, I started playing the stock market, just dabble, about 2 years ago, and it's come to my attention and realization that whatever stock I choose to buy, no matter what the stock, what do you call those people when they're betting on the horses and they handicap things, whatever, those handicapper people, whatever I buy, just, so I really suck at it. So before you buy a stock, let me know so that I make sure that I don't buy it, because if I buy it, it'll just go down the shiter, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, all right, that's the end of this babbling, and I love you guys. Don't forget, write down jewel tone, jewel, whatever, you know, something like that. I'll know, you know, and stealth mode it in there like I always ask. And yeah, and we'll pick a winner for a ticket in the bucket for the May giveaway. I love you guys. Be fabulous, because you really are fabulous. Enjoy this beautiful weather that we're having and coming into. Hopefully in your area it is the same. I'm in Western New York, so this is really an amazing day for us here. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. I hope you like our shenanigans, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.